Hello and welcome back. This is Jessica. I have just completed my third in my series of 7 breath sessions, and this one I was by myself. This morning I realized that I had been putting a lot of expectations on the outcome of this 7-day series, and um, I know expectations can often lead to disappointment because we limit the outcome in that way. There's only one way it can come out, otherwise, I'm unhappy. Well, there's lots of ways things can come out, and it may be better than you expected. So, I was wanting to make sure that good things were happening and that it was going to be beneficial for me enough to show you guys the difference and what breath work can do for you. Um, but I realized that was just creating tension for me, which is something that I've been working on lately because I realize I carry it around with me all day long, whether it's in my body or in my mind. And so I decided to let go of the expectations for this week. That goes right along with my tagline for my business, which is no expectations, no limitations. We don't set expectations because there could be a multitude of ways for things to come out that we never even thought of. And we don't put limitations on it either because, again, there's just so many ways that this work can help us grow and help us become who we really want to be. So, for this session, I wanted to set the intention of loving my body because in a few days I'm going to be running a half marathon, and I realize that that's asking a lot of my body to do. And in response, I need to take care of my body, not just with food and training, but with everything else that I do. I need to love it mentally, I need to love it emotionally, I need to love it physically. So I decided that my intention, not my expectation, but my intention for this session would be to focus on loving my body. And so as I began to breathe, the idea I had in my head was that every time I inhaled, I was breathing in love and caring for my body and nurturing it and being grateful for all that it's given to me and that it's capable of running a half marathon. So that's kind of how it got started. And then we moved into emotions again, shockingly. Um, it was sadness at first, but then I decided, it, there was probably some anger under there. And as I said yesterday, I don't do anger so well. And so I kind of did a little fake it till you make it. I kind of pretended to feel angry because I felt it underneath and I wanted to release it. So I kind of pretended to feel angry. And then, yes, that kind of did unleash the floodgates for me in this session. I was able to experience anger. And I was able to, I felt it tension in my face and in my jaw. I felt it a couple places in my back. My fist started to clench a little bit. And, I was trying to use fuel from events in my life, people I may be angry at. But what I realized is I stopped doing that and started to allow the anger. I realized I'm actually probably most angry at myself, which is kind of hard to realize and to admit. Speaking of being vulnerable with you guys, I'm angry for not seizing my gifts. I decided I was angry for stopping myself so many times and second guessing my ideas and thoughts that I have, and all the times that I've said no to myself. And I'm kind of angry at myself right now when I think about it. So I got that out a little bit. And instead of just stewing in the anger and staying there, now I'm motivated to focus on the future. I'm ready to focus on seizing opportunities and seizing the gifts that I have and using them in appropriate ways. And I'm focused on saying yes to myself and on the things that I want to start creating and stop looking backwards and stop. I don't need to be angry at myself anymore because this is where this changes. I may stumble along the path as I change, but from here on out, I've learned where the anger comes from, and I can instead refocus that energy into creating beautiful things in this world. So that's kind of what happened for this session. Again, if you have any questions or comments, please go ahead and let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. And other than that, I will see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye bye.